Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Bay Atlantic University. So excited to see you here. This is our favorite time of the, second favorite time of the year. Our most favorite time of the year is graduation, as you can imagine. But this is our second favorite time of the year as faculty because we get all of you coming in for the very first time. I'm Michelle Landa, and I'm the Chief Academic Officer here. So I am in charge of all the academics, the curriculum, the faculty, the BAU hub, so where you will log in to get all your classes and get all the information from your classes. That's what I do. I'm on the 7th floor. Please feel free to come in and talk to me. Just say hi if you want. How many of you here are bachelor students? Oh, nice. And so the rest of you are graduate students? Yes? Yes? Graduate students? Okay. Well, that is wonderful. We are so, again, very excited to have you here. We have a wonderful lineup for you today of what we're going to, trying to get you oriented here. I will be part of your training to help you register for courses. So I will see you again either at 1 or at 2 because we're going to split those. And anything else, I'm sure everybody here is going to be able to answer those questions for you, and I'm so excited to have you here to begin your journey at Bay Atlantic University. Okay, and with that, I'm going to introduce Yeet. He is with enrollment, and he has a few things to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Bay Atlantic University. I also wanted to have a few words with you before we get to our orientation program. It feels so great and amazing being a month with you because it reminds my time like 15 years ago once I took my first ESL courses right here in Washington, D.C. area. So you're just about to get a wonderful journey with us, and let me give you some quick introduction about the university, and then I will pass the words to my colleagues here. So we have one very clear mission, is that to offer quality education and make it accessible for all. And in order to do that, we have three important submission, let's say, here. So the first thing is that we would like to enhance our students to reach their maximum capacity. And at the same time, we help them to obtain the knowledge, skills, and experience which are needed in the future professional workplace settings. And at the same time, we cultivate among them the intellectual curiosity, which is quite important, and improve their critical thinking abilities, and at the same time to be a global citizen in the longer run, actually. And of course, once you check all the staff and the student profile here, you will see a lot of, like a different cultures, different backgrounds, which actually gives us a great diversity here. So our four, the main core values, I would say, of course, respect to each other. And of course, at the same time, since we are trying to offer high quality education for all, of course, your academic achievement is also quite important for us. And of course, since we have a very diverse student population here, diversity and integrity is also quite important and listed under our main values here. So you will see a group of wonderful people here who've been helping you up until so far and who will be helping you throughout your journey. So we have Dr. Sham as our Director of Teaching and Learning. We have On from our registrations office. We have Julie from the finance. Adriana as Director of Admission. Monica, our DSO. And at the same time, we have Renee and Shanil from Student Services and also from HR. So right now you will see a message from our president, Dr. Sinan, and then we will get to the detailed part of the orientation after that part.
Good morning and welcome to Bay Atlantic University. Today marks the start of an amazing adventure for you, the new BAUers. You are stepping into a diverse community full of energy, support, and boundless opportunities. This is your time to explore, discover new passions, and make lifelong connections from all around the world. Here at Bay Atlantic University, we believe in the power of bold ideas and big dreams. This is how we started our university a decade ago and why we selected Dare to Dream as our motto when celebrating the second decade of BAU. During this orientation program, you will meet with our faculty and staff who are all eager to support and help you fulfill your dreams. We can't wait to see the unique contributions you'll bring to our campus. This is your moment to shine, challenge yourself, and embrace everything this new journey has to offer. Welcome to Bay Atlantic University, your new home away from home.
Now I'm passing the word to Dr. Sean.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Sean Cox. I have a new photo. It has the jacket, so this was taken unexpectedly. Hopefully they'll change it soon on the presentations on our website. Welcome to Bay Atlantic University, Washington, D.C. How many of you have been to this city before? Has anyone been living here for a while, or do you have any locals? All right. Hey, I forgot you're an undergraduate. You don't count. I'm just giving you a hard time. Laura, I'm talking to you, Laura. I'm pointing to you. In any case, I will be talking about some academic aspects. Before I do, I'm going to give you a lot of information today. Everyone coming after me is going to give you a lot of information. Please don't feel overwhelmed by this information. If you don't understand something from here, you can talk to us at any time. Just reach out to us. We also have all this information in the academic catalog. We are very much a student-centric institution, and there's a lot of support available for students because we are very vested in your academic success, and we want you to have the best possible experience here. Also, I'm going to be talking a lot about academics, your responsibilities, your obligations as students. And you're going to think after my presentation that all we want you to do is spend all of your time in the classroom or doing homework with your noses in books or in tablets or computers or whatever modality you use to study. But while you're here, in addition to your academics, I want you to be able to think about taking time and exploring the city, exploring everything that's around you. You need to have an education life and private life and balance, all right? Not to the detriment of your studies or attending classes or anything like that, but you didn't come all the way over here to just spend all your time inside this building or inside your rooms doing homework. Get out and explore, enjoy in a very balanced and appropriate way, okay? All right, I think Student Services is going to talk a lot about upcoming trips and things as well, so take advantage of this. So, academic advising. At the beginning of every semester, you should meet with your academic advisor. Just out of curiosity before I continue, how many of you are study abroad students who are here just for the semester? Semester, okay, yes. So the rest of you are regular enrolled students. Meeting with your academic advisor is one of the most important things that you can do, other than coming here and attending classes and passing those classes and studying with them. Establishing a good relationship with your academic advisor helps you progress not only through the semester and the academic year, but through the entirety of your time here, whether it's 4 years as an undergraduate, 2 years as a graduate student, or even if you're just here for a semester. Your life becomes so much easier when you very quickly meet with your academic advisor to understand what it is that's expected of you, the options that you have before you, and the type of academic progress we expect you to make, and so we can understand what you want to make. So, academic advisors can help you choose your major if you haven't already selected it. They help you with your course selection, your registration, following your academic progress, developing your academic plan, and once you're on the tail end, helping you with guiding you in terms of potential careers, introducing you to their network, and those type of things. So advisors are very important to your overall career. So the program structure, for those of you that are here full-time, the bachelor's degree is 120 credits. You'll take 40 courses over 4 years. 14 of these courses are in general education, 20 are core courses in your program, and 6 are elective courses. for those of you who are MBA students, it's 36 credits for 12 courses, with 8 being core courses and 4 elective courses. And if you're a master's in science student, again, you have 36 credits with 12 courses, but 7 required courses and 5 elective courses. And of course, your academic advisors know all about this and can help you track and make sure that you're following in an appropriate way. Adding or dropping a course. So, you met with your advisor, you come in, you registered for your classes, you get into a class and you say, I'm not really ready for this class at this time, or I would prefer something else at this time. You have a short amount of time, usually it's the first 2 weeks of the semester for a full semester, to change your courses. This is the add-drop period. But you need to do this in consultation with your advisor, all right? The academic calendar lists what is the last day of the add-drop period, and then you log into your MyBAU system, and you go to the add-drop and you make the selection. But again, talk to your academic advisor first about this to make sure that what you're dropping is something that you can afford to drop at that time, and what you're planning on adding is something that's useful for your academic progress, all right? And again, the academic advisors have the final authority to approve or disapprove of your add-drop. So again, meet with them as soon as possible. Now, withdrawing from courses, let's say that it took you longer than 2 weeks to figure out you weren't good in a class. You have the option of withdrawing from the class. The withdrawing option is something that, for example, if unexpectedly you might not be performing as well as you think in the class and you don't want it to impact your grade point average, but it's too late to drop the class, we have the option of withdrawing from the class. If you withdraw from a class, on your transcript you will have the letter W instead of a letter grade, showing that you had enrolled in the class, but you withdrew from the class. And this means that that will not negatively affect your grade point average, the point totals you have earned going through your academic term. Now, if you want to withdraw from a class, again, you meet with your advisor, you fill out the course withdrawal request on MyBAU, and the one thing that's important to note is that if you are an international student here on an F1 visa, that there is a minimum course load that you need to take. If withdrawing from the class takes you below that minimum course load, then unfortunately you won't be able to do it. So again, it's important to talk to your advisor about this. If you are withdrawing from a core courses are required courses. If you're withdrawing from the core course, you need to retake that course at some point in the future. If you're withdrawing from an elective course, you can substitute a different elective course for that. Or you can choose to retake it at a time when you're feeling better about the class, all right? Any questions so far? Again, all of this information is in the academic catalog, or if you aren't getting a hold of it right now, you can come and talk to your advisors anytime about this. Right? Changing a program of study. This is both for undergraduate and graduate students. You get in, you said, oh, I want to be, let's say, master's students in big data. And then you suddenly realize after you're in a semester, oh no, I don't do numbers well. I want to change to the MBA program because I can do business better than I can do data analytics. Well, you will be able to change your major from one program to the other program, but the things you have to understand is that first, again, you need to meet with your academic advisor to talk about changing. And again, this is both for graduate and undergraduate students. The other thing you need to understand is that not all of the credits that you have taken will automatically transfer because different programs have different requirements. So meeting with your academic advisor, you can get a sense of how far back you will go. So for example, let's say you're a bachelor student and you took 3 semesters of courses here. So you took 15 classes. Of those 15 classes, if you transferred from political science to business, of those 15 classes, maybe 7, 8, 10 of them at the most will probably transfer, okay? So it's important that you understand with your academic advisor what the academic penalty may be for changing a program. I don't like to use the term penalty, but there is going to be a loss of classes, okay? Also, if you're going to change program, you need to get approval from the finance department because many of the scholarships and tuition reduction programs that we have here at Bay Atlantic University are based on your program of study. So you would need to see that if transferring programs, your financial assistance would also transfer with you, okay? All right, attendance. So, course attendance is always mandatory, especially if you are an F1 visa holder here, because we have requirements from the federal government that we need to follow, and these are requirements that we report on a weekly basis. All faculty members take attendance after every class, and if you miss 3 classes, you'll receive a warning. If you miss 4 classes, without those being excused, you will automatically fail the class. This is not up to the faculty member, and it's not based on your performance in terms of turning in homework or test assessments. It's a strictly attendance-based policy. If you miss 4 classes, the system automatically gives you an F, all right? So don't miss 4. At 3, you will receive a warning, and your academic advisor will also receive a warning after you miss 3 classes. So it said, again, if the behavior continues, you will fail the course, and if you're on an F1 visa, potentially you can lose your visa status, and you could be removed both from the university and, unfortunately, from the country as well. All right, these are the 3 reasons you can miss a class. Serious illness of the student. If you are ill, then a report is required from the doctor attesting to your illness and the necessity to miss class. This is something that should be given to the registrar, Han, who you will meet after I finish speaking. If you have any legal obligation that occurs at the same time as a class, for example, if you're a domestic student and you've been called for jury duty, or you're an international student and you've been arrested, which I hope will not happen, all right? So I don't want to see any number 2 excuses for missing classes here, okay? Or if you have a family emergency. Now I have to tell you something. It's been my experience, not just at this university, but at other universities that I've worked at, that the last week of the semester and finals week of the semester is the deadliest week for family members. We have so many grandparents and uncles and aunts that die during the last week of the semester and finals week. It's ridiculous, all right? So please warn your family as we near the end of the semester that their health and their life is challenged, all right? We don't want to see excuses like my uncle's sick, my uncle's in the hospital, my aunt's dead, whatever, okay? We know what the game is. So basically the only excuse that we really like to see is number 1. All right, are we clear on that? All right. So we have internship opportunities that are available here at the university, and this slide wasn't actually in my section, so I'm not quite sure where the internship opportunities go. The one thing I can point out to you is that with the BAO Career Academy, we have partnered with Coursera. Have you guys ever heard of Coursera?
Yes.
Okay. For those of you who have not heard of Coursera, it's an online education platform that offers many, many courses through a variety of universities that are developed specifically for those universities, but people that are registered through Coursera can take these courses as well. Like for example, this summer, I took a class on AI in the classroom from Vanderbilt University via Coursera. Now, as a student of Bay Atlantic University, you have free access to all of the classes that are available via Coursera, including the certificate programs. So for example, next week, I'm registering for a Google certificate in data analytics. Now, I'm a political scientist, so I'm terrified of data analytics. And the class said, it said 6 months at 10 hours a day. But if I finish it, that's a big if I finish it, I will have a Google data analytics certificate. You all have similar opportunities. So not just, coming here is not just being in the classroom. You have these opportunities to add to your academic resume, to your professional resume, by, there in the Career Academy, as it says, there are 30 certificates that are available. There are over 6,000 professional courses. I think overall, Coursera has about 40,000 courses that you can sit in on. Some last as short as 2 hours, and some, like the certificate course, are going to go on forever, at least as far as I'm concerned, because I have no idea how to code in any kind of language. Again, the virtual internship opportunity that we have is for, at this moment, just for graduate students, and it's a requirement for all of our master's program students, usually in the last semester that they're here. Okay, and now I will introduce you to An Trong, who is our registrar. Again, welcome to the university, welcome to Washington, D.C. I'm located on the 8th floor, in the front of the building. If anyone has any questions about this, feel free to stop by my office, and if I'm available, we can chat. If not, you can email me. Find my email easily on the website. All right? Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing? So my name is An Trong. I am the registrar at BLM University. During this Hello? Okay. Right. So this is the period that you're gonna register for class, and you're gonna see me a lot. So registration time. So before so registration will be not complete until you submit all of your documents and financial obligation. So what does that mean? It means that you need to pay your tuition fee, and also you need to submit all of your enrollment documents. For who have been to my office before, I have always shared with you the checklist with your enrollment documents. Okay, so you have 30 days after the first day of class to submit all of your enrollment documents, and you can always stop by my office, stop by the admission office to check your enrollment documents have been submitted or not. For some people who without a valid registration may not attend the class or earn any course credit. And you can also see the website right here for the registration period. So for course load, student tuition fee will be based on the number of credits hours that they are enrolled. Full-time study for bachelor degree is 15 credits, and for master degree is 9 credits. For summer section, it's going to be 9 credits for undergrad and 6 credits for graduate students. F1 students must always maintain the full-time enrollment throughout their study. So, talking about GPA. So GPA is the average point that you calculate for your semester. Here's the table that you can use to calculate your GPA. But don't worry about this. You don't have to remember it. Just come to my office or reach out to your advisor to ask about that. Also, your GPA will be included on your transcript on the portal. So, your GPA is for your semester, the average point for your semester. Your CGPA is the average point for your whole study. And for your academic standing, the minimum CGPA is 2.0 for undergrad and 3.0 for graduate student to be considered a good academic standing at the end of each semester. If you fail to meet the minimum CGPA during your academic year, during your semester, it will be resolved in your academic warning, probation, suspension, or dismissal. So we use the CGPA to get your graduation honor. So in the end of your study, based on your CGPA, you will be placed on summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude for graduate and undergraduate. Undergraduate, and here's the table for it. So let's talk about the leave of absence. So leave of absence, we use the term leave of absence if you want to defer one semester, you want to absence for one semester, you will need to fill out the leave of absence form and get it approved by your advisor before the start of that specific semester. And the maximum permit duration for the approved leave of absence is 1 academic year. However, for F1 student, you must consult with the DESO to have the appropriate guidelines for your leave of absence. So this is the 3 reasons for a leave of absence to be approved. The first one is the medical condition. The doctor's note is required, and you also need to, for F1 student, you really need to go to the DSO to make sure that the doctor's note is valid. Financial hardship, and it's for domestic student only, and the death of the family's member, the parent, sibling, uncle, aunt. So, So for now, I'm gonna pass the mic to Julie, our bursar.
Before that.
Yeah, before that, I want to pass the mic to Dr. Sinek, our president.
Thank you, Anne. Good morning. Have you watched my video this morning?
Yes.
I'm glad we had it ready because my meeting got extended. I wanted to say personally hi to everyone, to all our new students. But I'm glad that at least we have the video ready. But here I am. How are you all? Good?
Yes.
Excited?
Yes.
A new academic year, new students. Can I see our undergraduate students? Good, almost half. And the rest are graduate. And I know that, we are going through your admission record. So I know you are from all around the world. Well, let's see who we have during this orientation. Let me try to guess the countries that we have present here. I know we have some students from Turkey. Hands up. You're the only one? Okay, a couple of more. Okay. How about our students from India? Nice. How about students from France? There you are. I know we have students from Mongolia. There you are. And you are. How about Colombia? Good. And how about Bangladesh? Nice. Which countries am I missing for this group, this new intake? Tunisia.
Pakistan.
Yes. Pakistan.
Algeria.
Algeria.
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone. Perfect. Others? You too, Sierra Leone. What other country? Nigeria. I know we have 2 students from Nigeria, but maybe not here today.
Congo.
Congo. We have students from Congo this year. No, not here today. Any countries that I missed out?
Italy.
Italy. That's the only one?
Bolivia.
Bolivia. Good. See, we are all from different parts of the world, and this is what makes us really rich. We love this environment at BAU. A couple of blocks down, we have the World Bank or UN buildings, but I think per square foot, we have more nationalities represented here at our campus. This is what makes this campus really exciting. And a new year starts. We are all energized. All summer we've prepared for this day. We've reviewed all our academic curriculum. We've reviewed all our processes. And we have been waiting for you. This is why everyone is excited today. You will learn how to register for your classes. You are learning some basic rules, some guidelines that will be helping you. So the first exam comes from me. You just saw a couple of slides. Let's see how our attention was. Are you ready for your exam? The minimum GPA for undergraduate students is 2.0. Good. Okay, you passed. So you were paying attention to the slides. That's good to know. Okay, how about at the graduate level? 3. Good. Okay, so I love it. So this means that you were actually listening to us. Good. All right. So enjoy your student orientation. And let this be a wonderful academic year for all of you. We are all here to serve you, to help you, to achieve your dreams. Okay? My office is on the 4th floor. My door is always open, but I may be busy sometimes. So please send an email to me. Selen is my assistant. You can always visit her, request an appointment. Immediately, you will receive a response. Okay? Hopefully, I will get to know all of you more during the year, and we'll see each other in the elevators mostly. See you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And Julie?
Yes.
Hi guys, how are
you today. My name is Julie. I am account receivable and Busa at Bear Atlantic University. And I have lovely coworker here. His name is Vivek. Our office is right behind this conference room. I'm so excited to see you today. Let's start. You wanna- Okay, let's talk about our fees. For bachelor degree is 635 per credit, and for master degree is 1,235. As you know, every semester you need to make a payment upfront in full.
You want to have it? Yeah. So, as Julie said, our per credit amount for undergraduate students 635, and for graduate students is 1,235. So, and university, actually, you guys required to make your payment full before the semester starts. But can you change that? About the other fees that we have, we have all the information about fees, like full disclosure, what the fee that we have in our BAE.edu website, and it always updates whenever the fees change. But currently, for this semester, we have student activity and service, which is 135, technology 165, and ID. This one is one-time payment, but those two fees, which are student activity and technology, you will be paying like each semester. And also we have for late registration and for late credit and late payment, we have $25 per credit during the semester. So whenever someone, the registration deadline is 16th of August, and after registration 16th of August, when whoever registers, then you guys should know that there's a late fee for registration. And last one is transcript request fee, which is $20. And about the payment options, university offers different payment options that for your convenience, which are cash payment. You can pay with your credit card. You can do pay with a PayPal, or you can make a Zelle payment, or you can check or wire transfer or online payment that we have in our website, and also you might be.
And also, in order to make a payment, you guys need to log into your student account and make a tuition fee. First, you need to make for semester mandatory fees, which is you guys new students. So student ID is $20. Technology fee is 135 and 165, and student services is 135. Yes.
So this is screenshot from our. Actually, you guys gonna see the training of our MyBAU edu dashboard that you will see in your account. But this is for your financial part. We just wanted to give information about during your course registration. You need to log into your account, which is MyBAU in mybau.edu. So after choosing your courses, then those courses will be sent to your advisor, and as soon as your advisor approves, then you will be able to make your payment in mybau.edu.
There is one question.
It's a one-time payment or?
Yeah, I was about to tell you about that part. We have upfront payment and we have also payment plan. So whoever makes payment like full, then university offers 5% discount to the ones that making the payment full. Yeah.
Like ID and technology and student service is for one semester or full?
For technology fees and student services is every semester mandatory fees. But for student ID, it's $20 for first time, but you know, you need to use it for the door, like tap into the door. If you lose this, you have to pay another $20 for the student replacement card. Okay?
Yeah, about the, can you go back to it, please? About the upfront payment again. So upfront payment, when you pay upfront payment, the university offers 5% discount, and when you cannot make the full amount, in this case, university offers for the students' convenience payment plan, which are. Yeah, go on.
So just wanted to let you know you guys new, and I believe that you guys already make a payments upfront. Some student makes like over $6,000. This is a good opportunity to you guys to make upfront for to get 5%. Since you already make a lot, you know, tuition fees depend on how many credit that you register. For example, master degree is 9 credit, and bachelor degree is at least minimum 15 credits. So feel free to talk to us how much you're going to pay, and maybe the payment that you already pay for $6,000, you get 5% and you pay like less than $100, $200. You know, like you don't need to make installments. And according to installment, if you miss any installment, you need to pay $25 for the rate payment fee, which is a lot. If you take 9 credit, let's say time 9, it's gonna be $225. Just try to don't miss the installment at all. That's why I encourage you guys to make like 5% upfront for this semester and every semester.
And about the, this is that university now offers to the students who prefers to go with the installment. First installment, you see the date and you see the amount that should be closed by the deadline. Can you change it? And can you hear me now? Yeah, I guess it's now better. So about the good financial standing, which is actually most important part of your education over here, because based on your payment, it will affect your life over here in the U.S. because you guys all are F1 students, so you need to maintain your status over here in the U.S. So if you are not in a good standing student, then university has the right to not provide you any services, and even it might lead to take it to the even probation or to what is that? To the credit agencies. So our advice, again, as Julie mentioned earlier, to make your payment on time, so that not to have any issues with that.
And also, just one more thing, you are a new student. Just make sure that you complete your registrations by first make mandatory fees. Some students already make $320 upfront, and it's already automatically in the system, so you guys can log in and register to the class. But again, select the class is not finished yet. You need to see how much balance that you have. You can select the options, which is make by installment or pay 5%. You have only 24 hours after your advisor approve your class. Please be mindful if you running out of time after 24 hours, you need to redo course registration again. So it's gonna be like a lot of work for you. If since you are here, please try to do everything done in today. And for the payments, you do registration and come back, and then we will, help you guys make a payment through online, credit card, sale, or by cash. But try to make sure that you guys finish registration by today. And some of you haven't paid for mandatory fee, which is $320, technology fees, student services, and ID card. You cannot register. You need to make these fees, and then you can select your class. Okay? So make sure that you make step by step, so you will complete your registration today. So any questions? No? My office again will be here on the 9th floor in the back of this conference room. If you have any questions, feel free to step in. All right?
Thank you. Nice.
Before we do so, can I take a picture with this lovely group? I
Yes.
forgot to do so. How about it? Is everyone okay me taking a selfie?
Yes.
And can I post it on my account? Okay. I need your approval first, right? Okay. Good. If you follow me, you will see your picture. Good morning, everybody. Let me take the mic. The audience is Good morning. So this is me, the DSO at Bella Atlantic University. We make I-20s. I make I-20s. Some of them take this from me. I'm the person who signs in here. And my job at BAU is taking care of anything that is related with immigration regulations for international students in the US. So we are going to talk very quickly about some important points that you guys need to keep in mind in order to maintain your I-20 active and your legal status in good standing in the US. How do I maintain my I-20? So there are very few requirements. Oy, I'm so sorry. Okay, so there are very few requirements. Let's start with important things. Your F1 visa is issued to study in the US, not for work. So what is keeping you legal in the US is your I-20, okay? You are authorized to work on campus only. You cannot work outside the university, so let's keep that in mind. Any I-20 that you receive from us, updated I-20s, always keep all of the paperwork. If you guys will apply maybe for any different process with the USCIS in the future, you might need it. So always keep the I-20s for you. If you need a copy, if you need a change, just email us and then we will get you a new document. In order to maintain your status, you need to be a full-time student. Immigration asks you to comply with 80% of academic progress and attendance, okay? So make sure that you understand BAU attendance policy and that you are a good student. So it's not hard, just come to class and study. Your I-20 can be terminated if you miss classes. You know, if you have less than 80%, then that would be an issue for you. So whenever you receive an email from the registrar office letting you know that you guys need to be in class, just pay attention to that. It's important because you remember that you do need to maintain your status, okay? You only need to come to class and study, don't work outside the US. It's just that easy. Do not violate, break any laws, and proper behavior as a student. I guess the most important things that we need to highlight is us working outside the US. People can report it. If they report your I-20 or if they say that you are working, your I-20 can be terminated due to violation of the status. This is run by the Department of Homeland Security. This is not a BAU platform. Please remember your service ID number. Anytime that you have any question, the DSO office is just right there. Or send us an email including your service ID number so we can find you in the system. Any visa questions, just reach out to us. These are some options that you guys have, or actually that the USCIS grants F1 students. It's a benefit. Even though you are not allowed to work off campus, whenever you are enrolled in classes, if you have maintained your F1 status, you can apply for work. It's like a kind of training. CPT, you only need to find a job that is
directly related with the program of studies. Meet with your academic advisor, and then you can work per semester no more than 20 hours per week. You don't need to apply to USCIS. You only speak with your academic advisor, get a job, and then the DSO gives you the approval on your I-20, and then you will move to work like legally. This is the first option. If you have more questions about this, you can always stop by. Option of practical training. This is another opportunity that the USCIS gives you to work legally in the US. With the CPT, you don't need to receive a work authorization from immigration, and then you can work while you are studying, okay? OPT is for you to have the opportunity to work after you graduate, okay? So you can apply for 1 year of employment on the last day of after you graduate, okay? If you are taking a STEM program, then you can extend your work permit for up to 2 years, and then you will be able to work for up to 3 years. There's a lot of information about this. Deadlines for you to apply. If you want to know how to apply for work while you are studying in post-completion OPT, just let us know. I think this is it. Any other question? Anything related? If you want to add maybe to your I-20 someone, you have a husband, you have a child that maybe you want them to apply for the visas outside the U.S. If you need to change your sponsor, if you need to travel outside the U.S. Any question related with your I-20 and with visa regulations, just let me know. The easiest way to reach out to me is just send us an email to the DSO email, or just come here to the 9th floor. Yeah, so sorry, I need to breathe. You guys have any questions? No? All right, and I think that was it. Just let me know, okay? You guys will be receiving an updated I-20, okay? Right here, you are on initial status, and this is because you received the I-20 when you were outside the U.S. But now that you are here, go ahead and complete class registration, and then we are going to register your class, your I-20, okay, to maintain this active. We are going to activate it, and then we are going to send you an additional I-20 with an updated status, okay? It's going to be continued attendance I-20, okay? Pay attention to the expiration date, okay? And you guys, it's your responsibility to take care of your S1 student status in the US, so you guys rely on this document, so understand it, and yeah, I think that's it. Any questions? Right there in the corner, you can find it. Thank you so much. Next. I didn't use it.
Okay, you guys, so we're going to take a quick break. If you can come back at 11:15, we'll start the second half. Thank you.
Michael, relájame.
Nada, trabalho.
The next thing that we can help you with in student services is your student ID. So your student ID is actually the fob for you to get into the door. So if you don't have your student ID, you won't be able to open the door. And the people in the bay that you see there, who are not here right now, they're sitting in the bay, but Tia and Selena work downstairs. They can't open the door for you because why? Why wouldn't we open the door for you?
You don't have an ID.
And we don't want you here. Yeah, right. So this is a city, and lots of different kinds of people are wandering the streets. We don't want to let just anyone in here because, you know, they said they were a student. So we want to keep everyone safe by using the fob at all times. If you lose your fob, you can go see Tia downstairs. She can make you a new one. It will cost you $20, so try to keep it. But if you do lose it, you can go see Tia downstairs for a replacement. Okay? Alrighty. The next thing that we can help you with is health insurance. How many of you have health insurance? That's it? What about the rest of you? Are you very careful? You're not gonna walk? You're not gonna play any sports? Okay, so every week, I'm not exaggerating, literally every week, someone comes to my office crying, oh, can you help me with health insurance? They had to go to the hospital, now they have a bill for $10,000 and they don't know how they're gonna pay it. How much does an ambulance ride cost? If you're just walking down the street, someone comes up, boop, hits you on the head, you fall out. I call the ambulance. How much is it gonna cost you?
3,000.
Yes, 3,000. What do you get for that $3,000? Treatment? Assistance? No, you get to sit in the chair in the ambulance and be transported to the hospital. That's it. If you want an IV, if you want a Band-Aid, an aspirin, anything like that, it's gonna cost you much more. So pay your $30 now so that you don't have to pay $10,000 later. Because if you come to me after you have an accident and you say, hey, can I help you? Can you help me get health insurance? Can I help you? No. Yeah, I can help you get health insurance, but will that help you pay the bill? No, because what you have is a pre-existing condition, and they don't care about your pre-existing conditions. They only help you for things that happen while you're being covered. So I cannot stress enough, get health insurance. When you come downstairs, after you do your trainings to get your U-passes, inside of that envelope is a flyer that has health insurance information. Read it. If you don't understand it, you can always email me there, or you can come see me in my office on the 7th floor, okay? Alrighty. The next thing we can help you with is career services. How many of you guys like money? No one likes money? Okay. Great. How do you get your money? Do y'all have rich parents? No. No? Oh, that's too bad. Well, then how do you expect to get rich?
By what?
You're gonna have to get a job, right? We can help you get a job. We are gonna have something called the Career Academy. It's gonna be the last week of September. We're gonna be sending you an email to those BAU email accounts that we told you about. During that week, we're gonna have a job search workshop, a LinkedIn workshop where we take your professional photo and help you set up your profile. We'll have a resume building workshop and an interview workshop. So 4 workshops that week for you guys to go and get your jobs, okay? And we also will be sending you to your emails. We send out a newsletter every week. It's a career services newsletter. There's a little article, and then there are jobs that are available that you could potentially apply for, okay? CPT and OPT, this is something that will come later. You're all new students, so after you finish 2 regular semesters, you can start your CPT, which means that you can work off campus. For right now, you can only work on campus. If you see positions available, we hang signs and we also send emails, so you can apply for them on campus, okay? Alrighty. The next thing we do, field trips. If you look inside of your goodie bags, you will see a flyer, and it has the trips and events that are coming up for this fall term. You can sign up for any of them, you can scan the QR code, or you can come see us in our offices on the 7th floor, okay? The next trip I think that we have is rafting, right? That's not here. I think the next trip is rafting. So that's still open. Alrighty. TELUS Health Services. So this is a free service that we offer our students. If you go to your phone and you look in the App Store, you can download this app. What this app does for you, it's a wellness app. So if you feel like you want to talk to someone, if you would like to speak to a professional about something, you can call this service. They can help you. They have 5 languages available, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Cantonese, Mandarin, French, English, and Spanish. If you need another language, you can request that and set up an appointment with a counselor. Or you can just join a chat group. Maybe you want to meet people in the area. You're brand new, you want to make friends. They have groups that you can join. Maybe you want some ideas on a diet plan. Maybe you're trying to eat healthier. They have that. They have exercise plans. So totally free. Just download it. You can use it. Okay? Alrighty. And next we have Ms. Shanine, who is the director of Asia.
Good morning. Still morning time. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm just checking to see if you guys are awake. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about some of our university policies that we have here that pertain to students. The first one is Title IX. Throughout your college career, you're going to hear about Title IX. Sorry, can everyone hear me now? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I had a loud voice. Thank you, guys. So Title IX basically is a statute that was enacted in 1972 to prevent discrimination based on sex in education. Okay. Right now, Title IX covers all discrimination, sexual harassment, sexual assault. Okay. So if you're experiencing any of those things within this school program, in this university, if any of those things occur to you, this is what's covered under Title IX. Okay. So there's 9 things you need to know. Like I said, it prohibits discrimination in education programs that receive federal funding, which means all universities and colleges, okay? Sexual harassment and assault are types of Title IX. Does everybody know what sexual harassment and assault means? Everybody understand the meaning of sexual harassment? Okay. This applies to all students, faculty, and staff that are in the building. Schools have established procedures for handling complaints. The main thing I need you to understand is if you're experiencing any of the above, sexual harassment, discrimination, sexual assault, Title IX is just TITLEIX@bau.edu. I get the email. And what I do is I'll take in the complaint. If the complaint is serious enough, I escalate it to our third-party contractor that handles all investigations regarding Title IX. Okay? And when I say sexual harassment or when I say sexual assault is any violence that happens to your body. Okay? That could be at the dorms, that can be here in the building. If it's an unwanted touch, hug, or physical contact with you, it could be considered a sexual assault because you don't want that to happen to yourself. Okay? Sexual harassment. So a teacher comes to you and says, hey, let's go out to dinner. If you go out to dinner with me, I'll give you an A in your class. You don't have to take the next test. That's sexual harassment. A teacher, professor cannot say those things to you. You are not required to be their date just so you can get a better grade. Okay? Please, if that happens to you, let us know about it. And that goes the other way too. Don't harass the teachers. I mean, you know, you might see some, you're attracted to them, but don't say, hey teacher, let's go out for a drink. No, keep it professional. Keep, you know, everything happens in the class that you need to learn. You're not here to date your professors, and they're not here to date you either, okay? So those are the kind of things that Title IX covers, okay? Everybody understand?
Yes.
Who's gonna harass their teachers? Raise your hand. No one? Okay, great. Our campus emergency plan. So, something happens, we're coming up on an important part of the season for America, and it's called the elections. Everyone sees that building over there outside, that's the White House. We're a block away from the White House. We understand that things happen. We're gonna have protests. We're gonna have marches. We're gonna have a lot of things happening in the next couple of months. If the building needs to shut down, you will receive a message from the people inside, like your professors or anyone like that. If we shut down the building, you are to leave. Don't hang around and participate, just go home. You can watch it on TV, you don't need to be in the action. But in cases of emergencies, say there's a fire in the building, the fire alarm goes off, what do you do? Anyone? Anyone know what you do first? What do you do first?
So you're gonna get out of the building, that's the first thing that you
Mhm.
need to do.
How do you get out of the building?
So you can use emergency exits and
Exactly.
fire stairs,
Yes.
and you're gonna take a fire hose or whatever.
We won't ask that of you, but yes, the first thing you need to do is find the nearest exit, and that is the steps, okay? Do not press the elevator button and wait on the elevator to come pick you up and take you down to the lobby. Use the steps. The elevators might shut down in a case of a fire emergency. Everybody understand that? What are you not gonna do? Take the elevator. What are you going to do? Thank you. So once you're out the building, we have 3 locations, 2 main locations that we need you to report to. Across the street or a block away, there's a park called L'Enfant Park. It's right here, right where in front of the White House. We want you to meet there first. Now, if it's something that has something to do with protest or anything like that, there's a metro stop called McPherson Square. But we want you to go to the McPherson Square exit on 14th Street, not the McPherson Square exit on Vermont Avenue that's close by. We want you to go another block down the street so that we can all meet there. Your teachers will have their roles, they'll call and make sure that everyone is out of the building. Everybody understand that? There's 2 locations, L'Enfant Park and McPherson Square on the 14th Street exit, okay? So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna take the steps. We're not gonna use the elevator, and we're gonna meet in those 2 locations. Everybody got that? All right, I see some people shaking their head and some people are like, I don't care. Internship opportunities. Okay, so Renee talked a little bit about jobs that we might have on campus. So I wanna give you guys a brief overview. I don't have a lot of jobs on campus, okay? But what I would like you to do is, there's a flyer right outside of my door, and I'm on the 8th floor. There's a flyer right outside my door that has a QR code. In order to get on any kind of list for any internal opportunities in this building, you need to scan that QR code and send me your CV/resume. If you're not on the list, I'm not gonna entertain you, okay? Because that's the first step. That list also covers any opportunities that we may have inside the building for you to earn a Social Security letter. Everybody knows what a Social Security number is, what it does for you? Okay, so we have projects or assignments that we ask students to perform in order to get a letter from me. If you're not on that list, again, I'm not going to entertain you. Everyone has the same needs. It's not that I'm not being empathetic to anyone, but I know everyone wants to get an apartment. I know everyone wants to get a loan. I know everyone wants to get a credit card. I know everyone wants to get a cell phone, a bank account. You don't need a Social Security number for most of those things I just named. Really, the only thing you need a Social Security number for in America is to get a job. Okay, we have 2 things. We have a Social Security number, and we have something called an I-10 number. So it's the tax ID number. So if you come to me and say, Ms. Jones, I need this, and I need it fast, you're not going to get it from me. Okay, because I have a list. There's 66 people already on the list. So if you do scan the QR code, you're going to be 67, 68, 69. Once I have a project or an assignment, I use that list, and I'm like, hey, I'll send the email. Come to my office at such and such time on this date. I need this task performed. It might take a day, it might take a week, it might take 2 days. If I have that, if you answer my email and say, yes, Ms. Jones, I'll be there, and if you don't show up, you go to the back of the list, because that is the parameters of getting a Social Security letter from me, is to Show up when I ask you to show up. Do the task that I ask you to do at the time that I ask you to do it. Okay, so everybody understand that? So don't come in my office and say, what number am I? I just told you we have 67 people on the list. Okay, so you're either going to be between 68 and 100. Okay? The other thing is I will get to your name as soon as possible. I don't have a lot of projects that come up that often, but when I do, it usually requires 2 to 3 people. Or, you know, if it's something big like moving tables or shifting or making arrangements for events, then it's going to take 5 or 6 people. So that's how I get through the list, but it's going to take time. So scan the QR code, and then we'll talk about it. Okay? Everybody got it? Any questions about Social Security letters? No. Okay, so everybody's going to scan the QR code that's on my door. Yes, sir.
I actually have a question about Social Security letter.
Mhm.
So you said that you are not actually giving Social Security numbers, but you are giving letters.
Mhm.
Yes, some of us maybe don't know how that works. Can you
Okay,
explain about
so when I say letter versus number, what happens after you perform a task, I'll give you a letter. You would then go to Social Security Administration, SSA.gov. You'll fill out some questions and you'll schedule an appointment. There's Social Security offices around the state, around DC, Virginia, wherever you're located in Maryland. You'll just put in your zip code and they'll tell you the closest Social Security office. So you go to the office, you'll hand them your passport, your I-20, there's some other requirements that they may need from you, and you'll hand them my letter. And that, you'll fill out a couple of some paperwork, and they'll issue you a number within like 10 days. So I'm the first step. I have to give you a letter saying that you performed this task and we need to pay you. Or, you know, this service was provided for us and you need to get, you know, some money from it, which we'll go into that later. But the first step is to get a letter from me. The next step is to make an appointment to go to a Social Security office to get a number. So that's the difference between a letter and a number. I don't give you the number, the government gives you the number, but you need a letter from me. So that's why I make sure that you do something for the university. Other universities you might hear of, like, oh, well, you know, I went to George Washington, or my friend or my cousin goes to George Washington and they just gave him this. George Washington is a bigger institution. We're about 250 students. George Washington has 20-some thousand students. So they have plenty of jobs on campus. We don't. Jobs on campus are far and in between. We do not have a lot of jobs, and usually when students, I know there are a couple of students in here, usually when students start working for us, they stay until they graduate, and then they stay after that. Perfect example. Adriana graduated last year, and she's been here a couple of years. She's a very hard worker. She's very good at her job, but she stayed after she graduated. Angie is also a student here. Abdul is also a student here. So these guys stay around because one, they're learning, they have on-job training. That's number one. Number two, it's a very good job if you can get one. So there was, I think Renee said, if we have any job openings, I will post something. You'll see flyers in the building. You'll see flyers in the student union. Renee will send you, she'll send you a copy of the flyer. But again, make sure you get your name on the list. That's the first stop, okay? It's, there's posters beside the elevators that have the QR code on it. Like I said, it's on my door, downstairs on the 8th floor. And I think there might be a flyer downstairs in the student union. Anyone else have any questions for me? I think out of time. Everybody good? Okay, all right, thank you guys.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate to all of you. In behalf of Admissions Department, we are very proud to have you here. This is our goal, to have you here, that to guide you in all the process to be here today and to start next week your semester. So this is a huge achievement for us, and anything that you need, you know where is our office, is here in the 9th floor. We are just right here, and I'm gonna remind you some like documentation that maybe you need to bring us. We have sent you some emails. So, first of all, the last day to submit those documents is August 30th. We need the official transcripts. What it means, official transcripts. So for the bachelor students, we need the high school transcripts. It needs to be the original one or the notarized copy. It's very easy. You just go to an UPS, a bank. If you don't have notarized yet, you just notarize. It's gonna be $5 per page. It's not very expensive. So you just take a copy of your original one, go there and notarize the copy. But you need to bring the original to the notary, right? For the master students, it's the same, but you need to bring your bachelor transcripts, right? Because you're master student. Then, most of you, the students for master student needs to complete the course-by-course evaluation. What it means, we have told you this in many scenarios, in the webinars, in all the emails that we have sent you. The course-by-course evaluation, because most of you are international students, so we need to have the equivalency of your bachelor degree back in your country and here in the United States. So these are companies that are credited to do that. We cannot do that because we cannot be part of that process. It needs to be an external, right? So we suggest 2 companies. In here you can find the codes. We suggest Escolaro and Spanta. Those companies are giving a special price to our students. So you can just take your time, do that, complete all the requirements to complete this course-by-course evaluation. So, for some students that, especially the ones that have a bachelor of 3 years, this is very important. Why? Because most of the students that carry out this process, maybe they don't have the equivalency of your bachelor degree back in your country and here in the United States. You know what I mean? So if you don't have bachelor and you are trying to enroll for a master, you need to complete first the bachelor, right? So this is very important for all international students that are master students. Then we need F1 copy that if you have sent us, just stop by to the office and check if you have all your documents ready. And for some of you, our change of status, it means that came with another status to the United States and carry out the change of status. We need the notice of action that proves that you are now an F1 student. And the I-94. The I-94, maybe you don't know what it is, but the I-90 form is a form, the US form. So you just type in Google, I-90 form. And it's coming up a website from the government. So you're gonna fill out your passport, your name, and it's coming up the day that you arrival to the United States. So it's gonna show us that you enter with a F status and the date of entry. And that's it from my side. Again, we're very proud that you have you here. If you need any assistance to complete your registration, just come to our office. We have a team there. I'm very proud of my team that is working very hard to have you here and to help you to complete the registration. So just come and we will help you. Thank you. Have a good day. I'm going to pass the mic to my colleague Bea Ami from the marketing and engagement team.
Hi guys, how are you today? Are you enjoying so far this orientation?
Yes.
Are you happy? Are you excited, nervous? How do you feel? Good? Everything is clear?
Hungry. Okay.
I know. Just, I promise that we are going to finish soon. This is the last part. Fine. So, let's stay in contact with us. There are 2 ways to stay in contact with us. Let me move here. Okay. The first one is become as a student ambassador. What is that? A student ambassador play a critical role to promoting our university in the wider community. You can share how, if it's good, if you are you enjoying, how do you feel, you like, right? So what is the benefit? The benefit, first one, is that you can work in our social media with marketing, with meme. You can work with meme, creating content, right? You can tell everybody, hey, I'm here in DC. I enjoy to stay here. It's my first day. I would like to share with you your country, right? The second benefit is you can get 5% in tuition assistance for the following semester. Remember when Renee asked, who want money? Everybody wants money. I want money, right? So the third one is build your CV with hands-on content creative experience. You can put it as an extracurricular activity that you work with us, creating content. You can be influencer. I would like to be influencer, right? BAU influencer. And the last one, refer benefit. Refer benefit is that you can get directly $1,000. If you say, or you tell your family, your friends, let me move to the next one. If you tell your friends, hey, come here, and they say, okay, I'm gonna go, and they start, and they register, you can receive $1,000 if they decide to start any bachelor or master program, the same like you guys. Or if you say, no, you know what, I need to learn English before to start my master, you can get 150, right? 150 in tuition credit, right? You're gonna receive that amount in your tuition. You will apply. So, depend on you guys. How are you gonna get the information? You can go to 912, you can go to engagement office, right? Talk to us. I would like to talk to you guys and know how you feel, if you like, you're enjoying so far. Go, our doors always will be open for you to tell and work with us. Please be in touch with us in Instagram. Who follow us on Instagram? Raise your hand. Okay. The other one, I invite you to join. Let's do this exercise. Go to your social media, go to Instagram, and follow us. Because this is your institution. The first step is follow us on Instagram. It's the first way to be in contact, to know what's happening, what's going on. Maybe imagine that if we have any party or any information, the first way that we are going to communicate is on Instagram, right? So let's follow us on Instagram, well, in Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. If you have any information, you can go to the website. You will check everything in the website, but if you want to maybe ask something specific, you can talk to your advisor, guys, for academic. Then once you have any student service question, send an email to Renee or info@BAU and ask your question. So, thank you so much. This is the last, no more. I hope that you enjoy and have a wonderful day.
It's not the last, she lied.
It's the last one, you know. I'm gonna share with Renee. I'm gonna invite here. Thank you so much. Okay. Last thing. Last one. You got, when you finish everything on your schedule, I invite you guys to go to the first floor, the Bay Area. You will have fun if you want to take your first picture for the orientation. We have the Bay Area. If you know, I invite you to go there in the first floor in the lobby and take a lot of pictures that you wanted. Share with everybody. Okay, when you finish, just when you finish. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Welcome.
Okay, you guys, so this is really the last thing we have to say to you, I promise. So everyone should have the agenda We've just finished the main session, and I think we did it in record time. Yeah, it's 11:53, so great. You have much more time to eat pizza and drink sodas that are out there. When you're finished at 1 o'clock, please report to the 7th floor. Everyone come to the 7th floor at 1 o'clock. When you signed in, you got a little paper that had number 1, either number 1 Moodle or and number 2 My BAU or the other way. Those are the training sessions that you need to report to. When you go to those training sessions, when you finish the training, you will be given one of these. This is for the Moodle training, this is for the My BAU training. You bring both of these downstairs to the bay, and I will issue your UPass, which is the subsidized Metro card. If you don't have both of these, I don't have a UPass for you, okay? So you need to go to the training, get these from your teachers. If you don't have them, I can't give you a UPass, so please don't give me a hard time when you get downstairs. Please go to your training. Okay, bye everybody. We'll see you at 1. Then, okay. Still go to Yeah, oh yeah, you do have your bike.
Şurada çöplük var sanki. Var var.
And the dentists are there if you want
En Colombia estamos pues.
Claro.
¿Sí me entiendes?
Sí.
Pucha, duro.
Claro, sí. Lo siento mucho.
¿Vas a comer pizza? Dale,
आपको भी रजिस्ट्रेशन करवाना है हाँ अभी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करनी है ना वो इनको डिलीवरी एड्रेस करना
आपने काम पासपोर्ट और आईफोन वो मैं जहाँ पहले
यहाँ पे मैं अभी उसी का एड्रेस निकलवा रहा है रजिस्टर वो ऑन था